This is Pastor Eric. I just wanted to share a follow-up to yesterday's message about Barabbas. And I kind of alluded to it yesterday, but we could also talk about the fact that Jesus is the life giver versus Barabbas, who is a life taker. In John chapter 6, we see that Jesus feeds 5,000 people, and they come back the next day because they had their bellies full and they want a free lunch. And so they come to him because they want to take care of their physical need. But Jesus is a little bothered by this because this is not why he was sent. And so he talks to them about spiritual food, and that one day they're going to have to eat his flesh and drink his blood. Now what Jesus is referring to is that he's going to be the spiritual nourishment that we all need. You see, at the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, they ate of the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil, and it caused them to sin against God because they disobeyed him. And so God cast them out of the Garden of Eden, not to be mean, but to make sure they didn't eat of the tree of life, because he didn't want them to be stuck in a sinful state. So he knew that one day ahead of time that he was going to send his son Jesus that would be redemption, but also be this new tree of life, that when we take part of him and apply it to our life, when we believe and trust in him, we can have redemption, but we can also have this promise of this new life, because he is that new tree of life, because of what he did upon the cross for each one of us. So tonight, what are we doing with our lives? Are we trusting those things that lead to death, just like Barabbas, taking life? Or are we putting our trust in Jesus, who gives life? Thanks for being here. Have a good evening.